Hi there, hope you're all doing well. This week I'm painting up Arbiter Wolfe from the Revenant's Run campaign from a while ago. The colour scheme I'm going for is based off of the box art that was shown in the campaign. So to get started, I black and white zenithally primed him, and I get started with all of the armour panels with Rodent Grey. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. To add the mid-tone to the armour panels, I grabbed Reddish Grey and just left that darker tone in the shadows and the recesses. To finish off the armour, I added a highlight with Warm Grey. With the armor finished, all of the cloth parts now get started with a base coat of royal purple. This is the main pop color for the army, as the armor kind of is a bit more neutral colors. Adding some highlights to the cloth, I grabbed Hexed Lichen and went over the cloth, just leaving a darker tone in the recesses and where there would be shadows. To bring up the edges of the cloth, I used Oozing purple, which goes on a bit thicker than I thought it would, and it still covers good enough, and any misses I make just add some variation to the cloth. Now onto the part of the mini that seems a bit more tedious than it really needs to be. This is all of these straps around the mini. These will get base coated with Noble Steed Brown. To highlight some of these straps and to base coat his hair, I grabbed the Wasteland brown. While the hair is drying, I give the face a once over with Dwarven skin. To bring up the raised parts of the skin, I went for Elven skin over the most prominent parts. Now the hair has dried, I brought up some of these strands with Sandstone. Since I had this out, I also added a few more highlights to some of these straps. Next up, I get started on all of that trim with a once over of rust gold. For the next metallic part, I used plate armor, just get the axe blade and a few highlights on the gold. To wash the Mini, I went for a thin down all over wash of Oblivion black wash. This is thinned down around 1:1 with water. Now the wash has dried, I get started on the glowing parts, and I start off with adding a base coat of orange flare. To finish off the glowing parts, I went for Flaming Forge Orange. This is most of the center of all of these circles, and I dabbed it around the outer rim of the axe just to add a bit of an OSL effect and see how it looks. Finishing off, the base gets a once over with Martian Orange from Xpress color. Since I zenithally primed the Mini and I haven't really got anything on the base, this adds enough variation that I don't need to do anything else on there. And that will be it for Arbiter Wolfe. It took a little bit longer than I expected to get him finished up, but then this is a named character in the army, so I probably should have expected it to take a while. I do feel that there's a bit too much detail for the sake of detail as well. Like, they could have probably halved the amount of straps and the effect would still be there. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, if you want a closer look at this Mini, check out my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.